Creative Arts and Sports, Grade 8. Dear learner, welcome to today's lesson in Creative Arts and Sports, Grade 8. Strand 1.0. Today's topic is Foundation of Creative Arts and Sports. Substrand 1.1.1. Components of Creative Arts and Sports. Here we will study 1. Principles of visual art. 2. Elements of a play. 3. Endurance and agility components of fitness. 4. Elements of music. 5. Elements of dance. Objectives. By the end of the substrand, the learner should be able to 1. Describe the principles of visual art. 2. Describe the elements of a play. 3. Perform activities that enhance endurance and agility components of fitness. 4. Execute basic elements of music. 5. Describe elements of dance. 6. Appreciate the basic elements of creative arts and sports. Remember, the contents in this PowerPoint slide should be covered in 8 lessons. What is visual arts? Visual arts encompass a broad range of creative expressions that are primarily visual in nature. This category includes various forms of art that are appreciated through the sense of sight. Visual arts can be classified into several disciplines, each with its own unique characteristics and mediums. Some of the main categories within visual arts include 1. Drawing. The creation of images using various tools such as pencils, charcoal, ink, or pastels. 2. Painting. The application of pigments to a surface, usually canvas or paper, using brushes, knives, or other tools. 3. Sculpture. The three-dimensional art form involving the creation of physical objects, often carved or molded from materials like wood, stone, metal, or clay. 4. Printmaking. The creation of images on paper or other materials through techniques such as etching, engraving, lithography, or screen printing. 5. Photography. The art of capturing and creating images using a camera. It includes various techniques and styles such as black and white, color, digital, and alternative processes. 6. Digital art. Art created using digital technology, including digital painting, computer-generated imagery, CGI, and multimedia installations. 7. Mixed media. Art that combines different materials and techniques, often incorporating elements from various traditional disciplines. 8. Installation art. Large-scale, three-dimensional artworks created to transform a space and engage the viewer in a unique way. 9. Performance art. Artistic presentations that involve live actions by the artist or participants, often incorporating elements of theater, dance, or music. 10. Video art. Artistic works that use video technology as a medium of expression, often presented in galleries or as part of installations. Visual arts have a rich history and play a crucial role in expressing culture, emotions, and ideas. Artists use their creativity and skills to communicate, challenge norms, and evoke responses from viewers. The appreciation of visual arts is subjective, and individuals may interpret and connect with artworks in diverse ways. What are the principles of visual arts? The principles of visual art are fundamental concepts that guide artists in creating aesthetically pleasing and harmonious compositions. These principles provide a framework for organizing visual elements to convey a message, evoke emotions, or simply create an engaging visual experience. The principles of visual art include 1. Balance. Balance refers to the distribution of visual weight in an artwork. There are 3 main types of balance. A. Symmetrical balance. Elements are evenly distributed on either side of a central axis, creating a sense of equilibrium. B. Asymmetrical balance. Visual weight is distributed unevenly, yet the overall composition appears balanced. C. Radial balance. Elements radiate outward from a central point. 2. Contrast. Contrast involves the juxtaposition of different elements to create visual interest. This can include differences in color, value, texture, shape, or size. 3. Emphasis. Emphasis is the focal point or center of interest in an artwork. Artists use various elements to draw attention to a specific area, guiding the viewer's gaze. 4. Unity. Unity refers to the cohesive relationship between the elements in an artwork. It gives a sense of completeness and coherence, ensuring that the various components work together harmoniously. 5. Rhythm. Rhythm in visual art is the repetition of elements, creating a sense of movement or flow within the composition. It can be achieved through repeating shapes, colors, lines, or patterns. 6. Proportion. Proportion involves the size relationships between different elements in an artwork. Artists use proportion to create a sense of realism, balance, or distortion for expressive purposes. 7. Variety. Variety introduces diversity within an artwork by incorporating different elements such as shapes, colors, and textures. It prevents monotony and adds interest to the composition. 8. Harmony. Harmony is the overall visual unity achieved through the effective use of elements and principles. It ensures that the various components work together to create a visually pleasing result. 9. Movement. Movement suggests motion or progression in an artwork. It can be implied through directional elements, repetition, or the arrangement of visual elements. 10. Pattern. Pattern involves the repetition of specific visual elements in a predictable manner. It can create a sense of rhythm and contribute to the overall unity of the composition. Artists often apply these principles in combination, considering the specific context and goals of their work. These principles serve as a guide for artists to create compelling and well-balanced visual compositions. Elements of a play. The elements of a play, also known as the dramatic elements, are the fundamental components that make up a theatrical work. These elements contribute to the overall structure, meaning, and impact of a play. The key elements of a play include: 1. Plot. The plot is the sequence of events that make up the story. It includes the exposition, introduction of characters, and setting, rising action, climax, falling action, and resolution. 2. Character. Characters are the individuals who participate in the action of the play. They have distinct traits, motivations, and relationships that contribute to the development of the plot. 3. Theme. The theme is the central idea or message that the play conveys. It is a broader concept that explores universal truths or aspects of human experience. 4. Dialogue. Dialogue is the spoken words of the characters. It serves as a primary means of communication and expression in a play, conveying information, emotions, and the overall tone. 5. Setting. The setting establishes the time and place in which the play's events occur. It includes the physical environment, historical context, and cultural backdrop. 6. Conflict. Conflict is the struggle or opposition between characters, ideas, or forces. It drives the plot forward and adds tension and drama to the narrative. 7. Symbolism. Symbols are objects, actions, or elements that represent deeper meanings or concepts within the play. They contribute to the overall thematic richness. 8. Language. The language used in a play includes not only dialogue but also any written or spoken words. It can be formal or informal, poetic or realistic, and contributes to the style and tone of the play. 9. Stagecraft. Stagecraft encompasses all the technical aspects of producing a play, including set design, lighting, sound, costumes, and props. These elements contribute to the visual and auditory aspects of the performance. 10. Structure. The structure of a play refers to its organization and arrangement of scenes and acts. It includes the sequencing of events and the pacing of the narrative. 11. Tone/mood. Tone and mood refer to the emotional atmosphere of the play. The playwright establishes the tone through dialogue, setting, and other elements influencing how the audience perceives the work. 12. Genre. Plays can belong to different genres such as comedy, tragedy, drama, or farce. Each genre has its own conventions and expectations. These elements work together to create a cohesive and engaging theatrical experience. Playwrights, directors, and performers collaborate to bring these elements to life on the stage, providing the audience with a compelling and meaningful narrative. Endurance and agility components of fitness. Endurance and agility are two distinct components of physical fitness, each addressing different aspects of overall health and athletic performance. 1. Endurance. Definition. Endurance, also known as cardiovascular or aerobic endurance, refers to the ability of the cardiovascular and respiratory systems to deliver oxygen and nutrients to working muscles over an extended period. Activities. Endurance activities are typically rhythmic, continuous exercises that elevate the heart rate and involve large muscle groups. Examples include running, swimming, cycling, brisk walking, and aerobic exercises. Benefits. Improved cardiovascular health, increased lung capacity, enhanced stamina and energy levels, better weight management. 2. Agility. Definition. Agility is the ability to change direction quickly, proficiently, and accurately. It involves a combination of balance, coordination, speed, and reflexes. Activities. Agility exercises often include drills with rapid changes in direction, acceleration, deceleration, and quick footwork. Sports such as soccer, basketball, and tennis require a high level of agility. Benefits. Enhanced coordination and balance, improved reaction time, reduced risk of injury during rapid movements, increased sports performance. Both endurance and agility are crucial for overall fitness and athletic performance. Depending on individual fitness goals and the specific demands of an activity or sport, individuals may focus on developing one or both of these components through targeted training and exercise programs. A well-rounded fitness routine that includes both endurance and agility training can contribute to overall health, functional fitness, and improved athletic abilities. Basic elements of music. The basic elements of music are the fundamental components that make up the structure and experience of musical compositions. These elements work together to create the rich tapestry of sounds that define different styles and genres of music. The primary elements of music include 1. Melody. Definition. A melody is a sequence of single pitches that are perceived as a cohesive musical idea. It is often the most memorable and recognizable part of a musical composition. Characteristics. Melodies have a distinctive contour, rhythm, and pitch progression. 2. Harmony. Definition. Harmony refers to the combination of different musical notes played or sung simultaneously to create a chord. It provides support and depth to the melody. Characteristics. Harmonies can be consonant, stable and pleasing, or dissonant, tense, and in need of resolution. 3. Rhythm. 1. Definition. Rhythm involves the arrangement of sounds and silences over time. It is the pattern of durations and accents in music. 2. Characteristics. Rhythmic elements include beat, tempo, meter, and patterns of long and short notes. 4. Dynamics. 1. Definition. Dynamics refer to the variation in volume and intensity in music. It adds expressiveness and emotional depth to a musical performance. 2. Characteristics. Dynamic markings include terms such as pianissimo, very soft, piano, soft, forte, loud, fortissimo, very loud, and crescendo, gradually getting louder. 5. Timbre or tone color. Definition. Timbre is the quality or color of a sound that distinguishes one instrument or voice from another. It is what allows us to identify different instruments or voices even when playing the same pitch. Characteristics. Timbre is influenced by factors such as instrument type, playing technique, and the presence of overtones. 6. Form. Definition. Form refers to the overall structure or organization of a musical composition. It involves how different sections are arranged and repeated to create a cohesive piece. Characteristics. Musical forms include binary, ternary, rondo, sonodo allegro, and various other structures. 7. Texture. Definition. Texture describes how different musical lines or voices interact with each other. It can be monophonic, single melody, polyphonic, multiple independent melodies, or homophonic melody with accompanying harmony. Characteristics. Texture contributes to the richness and complexity of the musical sound. 8. Tempo. Definition. Tempo is the speed at which a piece of music is performed. It is typically indicated by terms such as allegro, fast, andante, moderate, or adagio, slow. Characteristics. Tempo affects the overall mood and energy of a musical composition. Understanding and manipulating these basic elements allow composers and performers to create diverse and expressive musical works across different genres and styles. Elements of dance. Dance is a form of artistic expression that involves the rhythmic movement of the body in space. The elements of dance encompass various components that contribute to the overall choreography and performance. Different dance styles may emphasize these elements to varying degrees, but they collectively form the foundation of dance. The primary elements of dance include 1. Body. Definition. The body is the primary instrument in dance, and its movements are a crucial element. This includes posture, alignment, gestures, and the use of different body parts. 2. Space. Definition. Space refers to the area in which dance takes place. Dancers move through both personal space, the area immediately surrounding the body, and general space, the overall performance area. Characteristics. Movements can travel through space, occupy specific levels, high, medium, low, and explore different directions. 3. Time. Definition. Time in dance relates to the speed, rhythm, and duration of movements. It involves the organization of movement in relation to musical beats or other time structures. Characteristics. Dance movements can be fast or slow, rhythmic or sustained, and may involve pauses or syncopation. 4. Energy or force. Definition. Energy refers to the force or quality of movement. It includes the dynamics of dance, such as the intensity, weight, and flow of movements. Characteristics. Movements can be sharp or smooth, strong or gentle, and may involve changes in dynamics throughout a performance. 5. Shape. Definition. Shape involves the form or silhouette created by the body or its parts during movement. It includes both static and dynamic shapes. Characteristics. Dancers can create a variety of shapes through body positions, poses, and transitions. 6. Relationships. Definition. Relationships in dance involve the connections between dancers, between the dancer and the audience, or between movements and the accompanying music or other elements. Characteristics. Dancers can interact with each other through actions like partnering, mirroring, or responding to one another. 7. Choreography. Definition. Choreography is the composition and arrangement of movements to create a dance piece. It involves the design and structure of the overall performance. Characteristics. Choreography includes the selection and arrangement of movements, patterns, and formations. 8. Expression or dynamics. Definition. Expression in dance involves conveying emotions, stories, or concepts through movement. It adds a layer of meaning and interpretation to the choreography. Characteristics. Dancers use facial expressions, body language, and dynamics to communicate and connect with the audience. These elements are interconnected, and skilled choreographers and dancers use them in combination to create captivating and expressive dance performances. Different dance styles may emphasize certain elements more than others, but an understanding of these fundamental components enhances the artistry and effectiveness of dance. The end. Thank you.